everybody. Hello, episode 6.
Hello.
Hi, Joelle.
Hello.
Welcome to Vendor Besties.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So our very first guest on the podcast is our friend Joelle.
Joelle Artist.
Joelle Artist Photography. She's a local to Portland photographer, weddings, events, family.
Newborn, maternity.
Yeah,
Do it all.
She does the whole thing.
Yes.
So how'd you end up here?
Yes. Well, I met Reese and Sorsha was there too.
Yeah.
At a wedding. It was maybe 3 years ago.
Coming up on 3 years.
Yeah. I was still fairly new to the industry, hoping to make connections, and Reese is like the queen of connections. So she kind of roped me into her network, was part of a vendor expo that she created and planned, and then from there we've just had a number of projects together. And
last episode we talked about how great it is when you get to do a project or an event with the vendors in your network and the things that can go right and what that looks like, and how the experience for everyone is elevated because you have this predictability factor. Mm-hmm. So today we're going to pivot and look at the dark side of the moon and what it looks like when you have a bunch of unknowns to you, and the shit that can go wrong, and how you wish somebody that you knew and loved was there that you could at least cry to in the corner.
yes.
All right, Joelle, give us some tea. Give us a tea story.
Right now.
Right now.
We're going to dive in.
Okay, so I have a couple different ideas. As a photographer, the two kind of categories that I have to work really closely with are the coordinators, planners, what are we saying? Event
management, yeah.
The event managers and videographers. And I will say, I have worked a number of weddings where there was not a coordinator, and what happens is the photographer becomes the coordinator. And I'm not paid to do that.
No.
That is not my area of expertise. I don't want to know who everybody is, where everybody is. I should not have to communicate that. So I highly encourage people to hire a coordinator, specifically someone that I know, because that way we can plan ahead of time.
Yeah.
Our timeline is in sync with each other. We know how each other works. It's just ideal.
When I'm building a timeline and you're the photographer, I know that you want to do golden hour.
Yep.
I know that, we're in agreements on first looks and golden hour and all those things. And so I can predict the things that she's going to want in the timeline. So when I draft a timeline, I'm like, well, I know Joelle's going to want this and this and this. Mm-hmm. And then we just present it to the couple and we're like, here's your basically two options.
Yeah.
You can do it this way or you can do it this way. And I know that she's going to be happy with the space that I give her for all those photography.
Right. Or if I receive, we do like our own email thread with you, me, and the clients.
Yeah.
And if there's something in the timeline that needs to be edited a little bit, like, whoa, I'm going to need more than 10 minutes for that during cocktail hour.
Right.
Then I can freely tell you that.
Absolutely.
And it's not going to be like, oh, who is this bitch? It's going to work cohesively.
Yeah.
So.
But that's not really tea.
No, that's not really tea. My tea stems more from videographers. Not you.
We haven't worked together
Not
yet.
you.
So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's be really clear. There's no way.
But here's what you don't do.
Yeah.
Just don't, Tony.
I really just don't. All right.
I have
Taking notes already.
two just don'ts. My first just don't, sweetest couple. I was new to the industry. This was literally like my 6th wedding, and there's a videographer there, and he seems great, Everything, the wedding day was great. He had proper equipment. He gave good direction to everybody, seemed legit. A few months later, I find out that this sweet couple had not gotten their video. I find out a few months after that they're still asking for their video, asking for a refund. I find out a few months after that they're still don't have their video, and that there's an entire network of couples who this guy had done videography for, and turns out it was all a scam.
Oh my god.
And there's screenshots that my couple had sent me of conversations they had with this guy, and just excuse after excuse. You know, my car broke down. I don't have the money right now to give you a refund. Yeah.
on site,
I'm
filmed the whole
impressed that
day.
he showed up at all and like appeared to be working.
Like faked it out, and then just went home and was like, dump the footage.
Exactly.
Was there any footage? Were there any memory cards?
What's
That's
the point of
question.
that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna scam, like, why show up
That's a
and
lot of work just to
film?
scam.
Like, I'm not saying
He's
I'm a
really
scammer, but if I was,
Yeah, you
I would
wouldn't do it that
stop
way.
before I have to actually do work. That's the point of scamming.
You're commonly paid.
So was he
Like,
flaking,
so-
or was it a dropping the ball situation and just couldn't own up to it?
I
Or was it?
genuinely don't know. I think to this day, there's
Either
been
way.
lawsuits against this
Either
guy. He's no longer practicing.
Practicing.
Yeah, he
Practicing.
lost his license.
He's been sued by multiple people.
Wow.
It was a whole big deal. And my point is, would this have happened if this couple had asked me if I knew anyone that I trusted?
Yeah.
You know?
Or had a referral from a planner.
Right. Networking is so important in that way because we can give our clients solid recommendations that aren't going to take their money and never give them the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a guarantee that comes with my word, right?
Right.
And if you already trust me, you know, and why not like take advantage of the fact that we've been working to build this network?
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, educating your clients is really important, and also sometimes it just sucks because sometimes people are scammy and gross. We would like to avoid
Right.
scammy, gross wedding vendors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just clear communication too.
Right.
You know, stuff happens, but most people, like, I don't know if they're afraid or whatever, but just to say like, hey, this, and this, it's gonna be an extra 2 weeks.
Right.
Yada yada, whatever your contract stipulations were.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna solve that, and just knowing in advance that that is a possibility and addressing it professionally,
Right.
and just biting the bullet. But like, something goes wrong and you just ghost. That's how you get blacklisted. That's how you
Wow.
get sued.
Yeah.
And that's a quick pass to a bad reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
Do you have any tea, Emily? It's okay if you don't. If you
No, I
haven't
do.
had nightmares, that's good.
No, the only one I can truly think of is I had a wedding. The DJ did not bring the photo booth, despite it being on the contract.
Photo booth is important. That's how you're like
Yeah.
tracking all your guests, right? It's
Yeah.
something for your guests. And usually, I'm guessing from a photographer standpoint, if you're expecting there to be a photo booth there, there's a little bit less intention you need to be putting on like all those crowd shots too. Like it,
Yeah.
it has a domino effect on your plans for the day.
However, what we were able to do,
Oh, she solved the problem. As best
I
as
did.
Of course she did.
of course I did. They made it more of a lounge set of like a selfie station. I brought it to the photographer. We brought it to the client.
Here's our plan.
Here's our
what
plan.
we can do for you, right?
Right.
My tea, I mean, I have tons, right? I'm gonna also go with a DJ story. Sorry, DJs, there are some of you I really love.
Yes.
It's an important person in the day.
It's a really important.
Yeah.
So
Are all like DJs?
It's
You are
not
really
important,
important.
there's people that will say,
Entertainment, you are really important.
I only have X number of dollars. Should I spend it on a planner or should I spend it on a DJ? And as a planner, I say spend it on the DJ.
Yeah.
Because
You
if
flow the day.
Well, and if you don't, you're going to expect the planner to do a bunch of the things the DJ does, and that's not the planner's job.
No.
So you might as well have things be kind of willy-nilly, and they just are, and you've got a solid DJ that at least is holding the second half of the day together time-wise.
And can at least also help with the ceremony.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you need their equipment also, like
Right.
the sound system and the equipment, and it's a lot of it comes down to timeline management too.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
They
So
can at
much.
least help with it.
Yeah.
Do they do all of it? No, but they can at least help.
At least they have a microphone.
That too.
My DJ story, he who shall not be named, was
It was a boy.
was not somebody that was in my network. The client found them on their own, and I was like, okay, well, let me at least review the contract. And my first red flag with the contract was that it was all blank, and they expected the client to fill in everything, including the pricing line.
Excuse me?
And I'm like, is this a pick your own price? Like, make your own deal?
Like a template off
Right.
Google and
Yeah.
emailed it over.
So I can just fill it in and whatever. And I'm like, that seems like more work than you should do, but okay. And then I tried to get a hold of this person to ask some questions because their contract did not say, hey DJs, please put this in your contracts. Are you bringing your own table?
Yes.
Obviously, if you're bringing your own laptop, mixing equipment, whatever, sound system, hardly ever do DJs address if they're bringing their own table. Because some have a fancy podium and some expect you to have a table and a linen, and I need to know that for table counts, linen counts, everything.
Yes,
He had not said that, so I reached out by email and I'm like, I need to know this, this, and this. Didn't hear anything. This person is super active on social media. And so finally I DM them. I'm like, apparently this is where you live. Hey, I just have some answers to your questions. And he's like, well, can we have a phone call? And I'm like, I don't need a phone call. I need in writing. What? Do you bring a table?
Simple question.
So fast forward to the day, like sort of answers my questions. And I told my client, I'm getting big red flags from this person. I understand that you would lose a deposit, but it might be worth it to lose a deposit and hire somebody else. Just, this is my gut, which is never wrong. And the day of the wedding, the speaker fritzed out in the middle of the vows.
Oh.
They
Ouch.
played the wrong song more than once. Like for the first dance, they played the wrong song.
Yeah.
For the father-daughter dance, they played the wrong song.
Oh.
And like they started playing this other song that was an official song for some activity, like while people were eating. And the bride is like, why is he playing this right now? Like, and it made her be super hyper aware of the details, and the whole point of all of us is that we do our job to the extent that they just get to exist in this party and they're not focusing on any of that.
You're stepping out of running the experience, you actually get to be in the experience.
Right.
Yeah.
You can be in the moment.
That person is on my naughty list, and I actually had a rental client last year that was like, oh, by the way, you know, we're doing rentals, and I'm like, cool, do you have a coordinator? Yeah, the coordinator's the wife of the DJ, and I'm like, that's interesting and unusual, who is it? And they said who it was, and just the look on my face, they were like, is that bad? And I'm like, what is my responsibility to tell you? And I was like, I have some concerns. If you want to hear them, let me know. And I did a really super brief, tactful, like, there were some concerns with some tech, there were some concerns with some timing, and a little bit of concerns with communication. And they ended up losing their deposit with that DJ, hiring somebody else, and then hiring me as their planner.
Yeah, but that's
Which wasn't my intention. Like, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to save them the heart of dealing with somebody that is not... They can't live up to all the things they say they're going to do.
Right? Yeah, if you burn bridges and you underdeliver and you really mess up somebody else's big day, that is remembered. If you're not taking every gig like it matters,
right,
then that reputation is going to follow you.
Yeah.
And it should follow you.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you have no opportunity to ever build a business, right? It's a big world. There's a lot of weddings. But those those moments where you really drop the ball, like if you don't care,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose business.
Same thing happened with clients of ours recently. They were mentioning who their DJ was. We were doing a venue tour, and you let them know, hey, I've worked with that guy. You knew stuff about him.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's helpful.
But that's why you wanna, if you are coming at this
And then they
from,
hired your husband.
well, from like the client's perspective, like if you find a couple key vendors, the really important ones who are providing the services that are the most critical for you, reaching into their networks is so beneficial for everybody. Like we put so much value into these relationships, put so much effort and work and attention and time into these professional relationships. Yeah, if you wind up messing up and you're on the outs, like,
Sorry.
yeah, do a better job.
Well, and
Do better.
I won't say who, but Emily and I have had some conversations about vendors who were married and then were hitting on her in the DMs after.
yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the way people behave, yeah, you're right. It's not just about like that public face. Who are you behind the scenes?
Well, and if you're two different people, that's a huge red flag for me. I'm like,
We're all too neurodivergent for that.
No, I don't. I mean, who has the energy to maintain two personalities for one?
Yes.
It comes naturally.
It does.
Out of curiosity, would you say, like, what would you say would be like the top 5 things a vendor can do to like maintain that up and up,
A good reputation.
clear communication, a good reputation? Like, everybody is human. How do we as like sole proprietors of our business maintain that positive relationship when mistakes do happen?
Are we allowed to have a bad day?
Communication is always the top one for me. Anybody can constantly improve their product or service. I might choose somebody that is slightly less amazing product service than that person, but their communication and their ability to work as a team is top tier.
Yeah.
So communication is number one for me, and then teammate vibes, 100%. Like, do you think you're the most important person there on the day, which sometimes DJs do? And then kind of the service and product is almost third. I mean, it all absolutely matters, but communication is always number one for me.
I feel like I've done a great job of like building a reputation as who I am and what I am and what I sell, right? I think it's really just understanding that you can't be good at everything.
Oh, well, no.
Right.
Being genuine and really caring goes a really long way.
Yeah.
And you also, if you want to be successful, you have to be really honest with yourself about where your pain points are,
Yes.
right? Because if we want to talk about overselling and under-delivering, if you are unaware of where you struggle and where your challenges are as a business owner, it's real easy to promise your customers too much and then mess it up on the day of. And as we've been talking about, that kind of creates this domino effect.
Right.
But
So you gotta be honest with yourself.
Right.
You can't be good at everything, and that's okay.
it also goes into when you do communicate, saying, here's when I actually do answer my emails.
I'm getting better about that.
Yeah.
Saying, I only
Well, they
answer my
do.
emails, my admin days are the only fucking days I answer my emails, and that's every Monday.
I think I need to
That's
update
how
my
our
website copy.
admin day. That's how our admin day came to be. Was literally you wanting some accountability and body doubling
Yeah.
to sit down and slog through these freaking emails.
Right.
And on Mondays when we sit down to slog through our yuck,
I'm so whiny.
like you hate it, and I will say, and now Tony's picked up on this. So when he gets there, he says, which email is going to make you the most money first?
There you go.
Answer that one, and then you have one down.
yeah, that's kind of
So
where
if
I'm
you
going
struggle with your admin, pick a day that you consistently do admin every week. If you gotta get a buddy to come over to your house and you sit on your laptops with headphones on and listen to different music, but you do it consistently.
Yeah.
And be honest with your clients about when you do your admin stuff.
Right.
Just be honest in general.
That's communication.
Something
That is your communication.
Yeah. Boom.
if I can't respond to an email, say I can't respond to an email, like I am under the weather, I'm going to try to respond to this by Friday.
Yeah.
And then
Respond by Friday.
when you're sending that message, you're analyzing your own time and your capacity to have that draft done by Friday. Do I have time in this week to do it? So here's the thing. Most of the time, like wedding specific side of the events industry, for the most part, our clients are doing this once. We hope. And what they understand about how we run our businesses on the back end, they don't know. They have no idea. So it's up to us to set the expectation and communicate it and back it up. So when I am meeting with clients and they're like, they don't even half the time know to ask what should I expect from you. So I like to just lay it out for people and they don't even realize it was a question. But I say, here's how often I'm probably going to check my emails. I am the kind of neurodivergent that you can text me all you want, but if you want me to remember anything, it has to go in my email.
Amen.
My inbox is my to-do list. If you want me to remember something, send me an email.
Yep.
Yeah. It just.
And I'll do that with our stuff.
Great at that.
Like yes, that's a great idea. Somebody email it to me or it's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of the really amazing things about hiring within your vendors' preferred networks, right, is you're getting people who are hopefully having these conversations, right? We're putting a lot of time, effort, and energy into those systems and into the back end. So when things are actually going wrong, when you're working with an unknown element and things start falling apart, I mean, what do you think the root causes of that is? And also, how much of that is your responsibility to fix for your client?
I think the root cause is a bigger thing than we can narrow down because it could be lots of things. It could be people that don't understand what their capacity is and they're overpromising. It could be that they're having a terrible day and we don't know. We've never met them before, so we don't know what their normal is. It could be that they're just scammers. But as far as responsibility to pick up the pieces, I think it depends on what your role is. I think Emily and I probably feel more pressure to pick up all the pieces regardless of who the problem is. We got to solve it in some way and pick the best possible solution.
Or present the best possible solution.
Right. Yes, present two options and they can just choose. Don't do
Either
more
way.
Don't do more than two. That's overwhelming for somebody
Yeah.
on that day. But like I always bring a Bluetooth boombox, and I always have the whole ceremony songs all downloaded on my phone, so that I can play the ceremony music if I need to from my boombox if the DJ has a problem.
You're going hard on DJs.
Yeah.
Well, it's true though.
That's where you've seen so much of this.
That's where I see things fall apart.
Yeah.
But also, if it's a caterer, like ILEA, the catering for that was supposed to be this, and then they were like, just kidding, that person's gonna pay for this taco truck. Is there a contract? No. Okay.
Well,
Who's delivering? They were amazing. Who's delivering pizza closest in North Plains, and do I have their number ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have some kind of idea if I have any red flag with any vendor, what is my backup plan, and I have at least the information ready to go.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you
it's-
do.
Sorry.
I think you do what you can. You know, I can't help that guy was a scammer and they never got their video back.
Yeah.
There was another videographer who wanted to stand directly in front of the groom as his bride was coming down the aisle.
No.
Did I push him out of the way? Yeah.
Nice.
I can do that.
Great.
But there's only so much you can control.
Uh-huh.
But any good experienced vendor is going to have that mind where they can be creative in the moment to help figure it out.
Definitely.
For
And
sure.
I think you shouldn't have to, but where you should step up is where it affects your result. Right?
Yeah.
So if a videographer is rudely taking the whole center aisle,
Or try and experience
or a
those,
photographer, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but or a DJ, whatever. I don't know why the DJ would be in the center aisle. Regardless,
The DJ
Never
should
know.
not be in the center aisle.
if a vendor is encroaching on your final result, you should step up and fill in the gap. Like Katie and Sam's wedding here at the Victorian Bell last
Full
year.
chest. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you talk.
The moments between
I'm
the
gonna let you
snaps.
speak. But Beyonce delivered the best album.
Yeah, she did though.
Guys, is this where we're
just go
descending
with a
into
wedding we worked
chaos?
together.
So
here.
a wedding that we've worked on together,
We're supposed to film.
the Bentley didn't show up.
Yeah.
And last minute, and like you were saying, the bride is not like trying to let it affect her,
Yeah.
but she is visibly disappointed.
Oh yeah.
And so I jokingly said we could use my 1997 4Runner, and then we started putting things together going, wait a second, the window comes all the way
It
down.
actually works.
And there's a back cover, and we can like film this scene that was such a special scene to them,
Yeah.
that they were recreating a moment that both of their grandparents had in a vehicle at their wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this
man.
Bentley not showing up or double booking
Was
or
a
something.
big deal.
So it affected my result.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we're gonna do something.
You saved the freaking day.
I don't own a Bentley, but it was
But you got
it's the first time I can say my 97 4Runner is better than a Bentley.
Yeah.
The only time, honestly.
Actually, every time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can a Bentley crawl up a...
And there's
Can
the
a Bentley do this?
Okay. So
Everybody, Toyota.
Just don't.
what's our just don't? What is our just don't? Just don't be an asshole in what specific way?
Don't sell more than you can deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be the vendor that is out here selling a fairy tale if you do not have a magic freaking wand.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been trying to get ahead, but I keep falling short. Sometimes it's tough getting out of bed when I'm feeling out of sorts. Call it what you will. It's just the art of standing still. I'm just trying to get it right. Call up my besties for a ride. You know the best is yet to come. Where we go, we hold strong. We've done this for so long. It's like we're stuck out on our run. You know the best is yet to come. Where we've been, they can't go. The only place we know, a million miles from the sun. You know the best is yet to come.
Wait a second, we ended an episode without chaos.
I tried with
We
my
should-
Beyonce quote, but you had more stories.
Yeah, you did. I derailed the derailment.
You
I
did.
railed the derail.
I'm
Okay, now we got our derailment.
That's the derailment.